Hello again. I have another story for you. I have a lot of stories for you. Hope you enjoy them because, to be honest, I find that this is a better way of me venting out my stresses of my narcissistic family instead of venting it out to my poor husband and kids because they get tired of hearing it. And they don't know what I'm talking about because they don't have this issue. And my husband can't even fathom the idea of going through this, his own family, like if they did that to him. He has no clue. And I hate it because most people just think you need to suck it up. Oh, it's your family, it's your mom, it's, that crap. And it's like, I don't think you understand how toxic these people are. Okay, so I had a conversation, or I had a video earlier about my sister calling my oldest, or saying that she looked like shit, and I really kind of wasn't cool. There's no nice way to say that. I mean, they were in a play and they purposely had a character actor where they were supposed to look, raggedy, hair, not combed and all that stuff. So, hello, don't you know that that's how plays are? So, anywho, I have older kids. Their kids are younger than mine. And we've been to family gatherings in the past plenty of times. And my oldest is on the spectrum. So their social skills are kind of, challenged at times, let's just say. They get irritated easy, and if someone bothers them, they're likely to hit them. This is when they're younger. They don't do that as much anymore. So I understand, but my oldest was always on the other side, other parent's side, when I had, I felt struggled and alone, and I felt that I couldn't, like no one was understanding the situation, and I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't want my kids around yours either. It was just kind of like, thanks a lot, And at every family gathering, she'd make sure her sons were far, far away from her. If there's like, she'd be sitting in the living room. Oh, no, don't go in there, don't go in there, push them away. My other daughter was fine. She played with them fine. She kind of was like their little babysitter, so there was no issue there. So anyway, when she's always been rude to about my oldest, not to her face, but just about her, behind her back. Like, why does she stomp her feet? Why does she walk so hard? Why does she do this? Why? You know what? Again, when you're on the spectrum, you do have sensory issues as well. So get a clue, So there was never any kind of support, but I sucked it up because there's no winning battles with these two bitches. So years go by. Now my kids are 14 and 12 now, last year, so at that age, and she said, your kid looked like shit, blah, blah, blah. So I got pretty pissed off. I didn't say much. I just vented to my sister-in-law, kind of got back to her. Oh my gosh, I talked behind her back. Oh, big deal. Good Lord, it's not like they don't talk about me. So I was going to get over it. I mean, I thought it was uncool, but it's not worth the fight. But we hadn't talked in a year, and then she sent me this rude text before Thanksgiving, so I didn't come for Thanksgiving. But it's funny because they expect me to apologize for being upset that they said that about my kid. I mean, my other sister too, they're both on each other's side. I mean, even when I said, hey, this is what she said, and the other sister was like, well, are you sure she meant that way? I'm like, yeah, she said it rude. She said it like she was irritated. I said, her execution comes off extremely rude, like there's no filter, and it's not okay to talk to me like that. It's like, you always talk to me like that. You don't say it in a nice way. Do you tell your friends that about their kids, or do you talk to your friends like that? It's not okay. So anyway, my other sister, who's the shit starter, I know she started the whole text this year to get my other sister to send me this rude text and call me that I don't apologize, I'm a victim, blah blah blah. And then she always kind of acts like she's like the peacemaker. I'm like, oh, F you, man. So anyway, we weren't invited to my older sister's kid's birthday, which was like lovely. And the funny thing is, my brother had decided to pay for a concert for me and the other sister to go to, not the older sister, because he kind of, I don't know what the deal is, but I just stay out of it. And while my two sisters were at this birthday party that I was not invited to, the brother wanted to FaceTime with the middle sister and talk about this concert, and the middle sister was like, well, gee, I feel kind of guilty of talking about this concert while so-and-so is not invited. And I'm thinking, really? You don't feel bad that I wasn't invited to his birthday party, but you're feeling bad that so-and-so wasn't, like, really? So I see that there's double standards at all given time. It's okay for you guys, but it's not okay for me to do it. So with that said, talking negative about my kids all the time, not thinking anything of it, thinking I'm supposed to suck that up. Well, I invited both of them to my kid's birthday party because that's how I roll. I don't roll low, but I get that way. If you piss me off, I'm going to go that ghetto on your ass. So just so you know. But I don't just do it. You got to be provoked. It's not okay. You don't provoke somebody and then tell them that they're crazy when you're the one that caused it. Anyway, so there's I had this birthday party, and my oldest didn't go with her 2 kids. She didn't go. She didn't say anything. She didn't RSVP. She said she would let me know, and then she never did, and she never showed up. And then 2 days later said that they were sick. I'm like, really? You couldn't have told me the day of? Because I paid for an extra bowling lane for all these extra people, and it's an extra $100 that I could have saved. Thanks a lot. And I knew if it was the other way around, I would have heard from that for the rest of my life. But whatever, that's how they want to roll, fine. So my middle sister's kid was there. The kid was rude the whole entire time. Like, he wouldn't even talk to us. He wouldn't say hi to us. We tried to make conversation. He just ignored us. My husband would try to high-five him when he would, not hit a strike, but, hit some pins down the freaking bowling alley, and he just ignored us. And I normally don't say anything, but this kid always gives me dirty looks, and he's always never talkative. And it's just like, whatever, it's not my place. I mean, they always say that to me, but I don't go there. And, but I went there this time, because I'm thinking, if you guys can be okay with saying that crap about my kids, then I'm just going to tell you, your kid was really rude. I didn't say rude things about his appearance like they did mine. I just said he was rude. He didn't talk to us. He wouldn't give us the time of day. So, because what happened was she made a comment about me pitting my kids against him, which wasn't true, obviously. And I thought, if anyone's turning their kids against somebody, it's you, because your kid was rude to us the whole entire birthday party. Wow, she got pissed. And she made a comment or two about, don't you tell me my kid is rude, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, really? So that's okay. Got it. So you think it's okay for me to suck up what you say about my kids, but if it's the other way around, oh my gosh. Well, I had blocked her at this point, so I didn't read any other messages. But I just got a new phone, and somehow, when you get a new phone, it unblocks people, and you get the old messages that you were supposed to have gotten that you didn't get. I don't know why, but it did happen. So I'm like, oh my God, I just got my phone, and now I got to read these freaking messages. Wow. So I read it, and it was on, because we didn't come to Thanksgiving because of the crap. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. And I don't do, okay? I don't do crappy people. I just don't want to spend my time around assholes. I'm too old for that shit, okay? I'm just saying. So anyway, I got a message, and it said, oh, by the way, my rude kid asked where you guys were. And I had to tell him once again that his aunt's cutting her ties with us. And I'm thinking, do you explain to your son what a bitch-ass person you are to your sister or his aunt? No, I don't think you do. You just let them think that I just some psycho that just goes cray-cray on your ass and just decides to cut my ties. Yeah, that's what I do. And then she was like, don't you ever call him rude again. I'm like, oh man, she got ghetto ass again like a week later. So I'm like, But once again, it's okay to say my kid looks like shit. I think that's worse than just saying your kid was rude to us because he didn't talk to us, to be honest with you. Just my opinion. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. Tell me a story of yours if you've gone through something similar. And that's all I got for this particular little story. See ya.